Recently, my daily life is like a dream. It happens that today I had no sleep at all, so I'm in a daze. Actually, this kind of state isn't good. When we are asleep, we are truly awake. I'm looking a bit sleepy. Sorry about that. Okay. Welcome to Starseed channel. I'm Yoshi. This is Akiko. Hello, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. Well, last night I didn't sleep at all, so I'm sleepy. Now that I'm asleep today, then we can talk about sleep today. Meaning we talk about sleep and dream. That's the topic of the day. There's many things about sleep. Some say that while we are asleep, we do many things, or we are realizing various things. There are many different theories, Akiko. What do you think about it? Well, while asleep, our spirit goes out of the body, go to the universe, and do many different things. I'm not familiar with the topic, but I feel that I go out of my body and go somewhere during my sleep. I see. How long do you normally sleep, Akiko? Well, actually I sleep a lot. At least like 15 hours or so. Half of a day, I think. Wow, that's amazing, Akiko. Yes, I sleep as much as I want, following my feeling. So I sleep here and there instead of taking a long sleep. Whenever I feel sleepy, I let myself sleep and end up sleeping about 15 hours a day. I hear my wife also sleeps as long as you do. I didn't know there are quite a few people like that. Is that so? Well, yes, that's right, Yoshi. I don't have to sleep long, but I want to follow my natural instinct. When I was working somewhere else, or when I'm doing work, I didn't sleep that much before, only on my days off. When I started work on my own, I started to follow my natural instinct or my feelings, and I sleep when I feel sleepy and end up 15 hours of sleep. How is sleeping? How does that work? You sleep in the morning, and when do you wake up and when do you sleep? Yes, I usually go to sleep sometimes between 9 p.m. Then I get up around 2 a.m. once. Then again at 4 a.m. Then I do various things with my children. When the children have gone to sleep, I sleep again if I feel sleepy. After I do things and sleep again if I feel. So it's really short sleeps. I hear a theory that so-called something like it's the best to sleep 2 a.m. to 4 a.m. where we can get the most clear inspirations. That is the time of the day. That's what I heard. And instead, it's better to sleep between 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. Do you think it's relevant? Yes, I think so, Yoshi. Well, I heard Bashar doesn't sleep. No, he doesn't. In short, he requires less and less sleep. Often I hear people who have a short sleep. I'm not sure, but as you raise your vibration, you don't need to sleep much. Yes, I have heard of that too, Yoshi. I sleep a lot. Probably in the universe, we don't sleep much. Around the full moon or new moon time, my head is really clear. Sometimes I don't sleep at all in the period. I don't know why but I cannot decide. I always sleep a lot or I don't. It's probably so that for women who they have biorhythm that changes them time to time. Yes, I think so too. So I just follow my feelings, and I found myself it's very different day to day. So I think it's instead unnatural to set I have to be like this. So it's not necessarily you need to sleep. Some people have insomnia, but in the universe we don't sleep much, so not sleeping not much, it's not a problem. Yeah, that's right. Another thing is that during the sleep we do various things. For example, we go to a parallel universe or do various things, I heard. Do you think that happens? Yes, I think so, Yoshi. When I take a short sleep, I sometimes go on a spaceship, or I feel a spaceship nearby, or I move to different dimensions. That's why I sleep so many short sleeps. So I really get sleepy sometimes. I don't know how to describe. It's almost like I go unconscious. Both of us might fall asleep during this video. It's interesting. I'm not sure if we access to different universe or communicate with ET, but that might be happening. Yes, because of the frequencies coming, I'll feel very sleepy and go out somewhere and come back. I'll feel like that. Sure, Akiko. Someone sleeps a lot, so much, and I asked, why do you sleep much? He said, I'm very busy during my sleep. Yes, you're right. Some people remember the feeling while asleep. In summary, the spirit goes out of the body, do various things in various places, and return. So when you wake up, you can be exhausted. There are people like that. What is it? Where do we go? Is it like an out-of-body experience, perhaps? Oh, I see. I don't remember why we decided this theme of a dream and sleep, but I remember a few days ago I had a dream. It was just like a lucid dream. I'm not sure if I went to another dimension. I remember one thing. Both of my parents have already passed away, and there were my parents and many others in the dream. I understood that perfectly. They are all myself. It is like a oneness experience, so to speak. Everyone was myself. Everyone was so young and healthy. That's what I felt. I felt that everyone is myself. And I woke up with that feeling. I just remember that. Wow, that's great, Yoshi. You're doing such things in your dream as well. Your quest. Oh, my quest? I say it can be a quest. Well, your awareness, Yoshi. You're doing your awareness even in your dreams. Sounds like I like dramas. And there are many people who remember dreams very well, Yoshi. Like dream divination. I'm often asked, what is the meaning of this dream? Oh, I saw this kind of light in my dream, then this happened. So what does it mean? I get asked, but I don't know. Most of the things in a dream, you don't know what it means. It could be interpreted from a cosmic point of view, but I also remember what I saw in the dream. But in general, I don't know the meaning. I would like to know the meaning. Perhaps there are books about it, but it could be that there are no meanings, or the part of the dreams that it cannot be understood in your yourself in this life. I ignore most of the contents of my dreams. I see. It's not spiritual or cosmic. But in a self-development sector, I often hear that. For example, if you think of a topic that you want to solve and think, please give me a solution, and then you get some answers when you wake up. It actually happens that. What do you think that is? I think that's your subconscious opens. You know, when you sleepy or when you just wake up, it's close to state of channeling. Therefore, your dream comes true more easily. What you were thinking of directly connect with your subconsciousness, and then you obtain awareness from it. You're using power of subconsciousness. Probably you're accessing to it. I understand it very well. Oh, okay. When I speak at on my own pace, that makes people really sleepy. Yes, I make the listener very sleepy. Probably because I'm in that frequency, I guess, that is close to your frequency. You usually are kind of a relaxing kind of frequency. Yes, in the middle of the relaxation. I agree with you. I think it's the frequency is probably mostly the same as when you sleep. The awakening before falling asleep. When you are relaxed or relieved, you say to be awakened. That's a bit like being tipsy. A bit like this. So when you are in that kind of state, it's easier to channel. You are using your conscious, subconscious, or connected to your higher self. When you have a peace of mind, or you are relieved, or you are daydreaming, in that frequency, yet it's like a dream. Personally, my daily life is like a dream. There's no difference between when I'm awake and sleep. When you awake, say awakening, if you say it's sleepy, it's kind of a contradiction. Yes, I've heard that we are asleep, we are actually awake. In reality, what can I say? When you are awake, you are asleep. Have you heard of this? Yes, I have heard of it, Akiko. I really think that is true. In short, ourselves as the creator who can do anything and go to the places, we can go anywhere and whatever we like to do, that is our truth self. But we fall asleep and experiencing we can't do anything. So in reality, I think this is asleep. We are not awake as such. So this boundary may have disappeared in me. This is interesting. Today I happen to not having a sleep, so I'm daydreaming. That is a kind of good state, right? Yes, that's right, Yoshi. It's rather necessary for those who cannot daydream to have a short sleep so that they can daydream. That's right. I understand. What about the opposite state? For example, daydreaming and wide awake state? When your head is too clear? Yeah, how about that state? Is it not good or bad? It's good. Yoshi, there are two versions in when your mind is clear. When you are relaxed and getting a lot of inspiration from higher self. The other one is when you are too excited. And when you're excited and you cannot sleep, and having a clear head is dangerous. What I mean is that, well, because you might have a misjudgment when you're excited. Yes, so there are two different versions of a clear head. Well, when your mind is calm but your head is clear, that is a good state. Things will go smoothly in that state. But when you have ups and downs in your heart, do you know what I mean? In that state, and your head is also excited, you might have a misjudgment. Well, your consciousness is active, and subconscious is active. Yeah, things like that happen. When you lack sleep, you become too much high tension. Probably if you don't have enough sleep, maybe you get that kind of heightened state. I think so. I see. By the way, Akiko, well, the theme of today is dream and sleep. Well, there are people who have problems with sleep. You said earlier that you said that you don't need to really sleep. Yes, some people believe that they have to sleep and or take pills. I think they suffer really, but because if you know that there are people who don't sleep in the universe, I think you can let it go, because you think that it will affect your work next day if you don't sleep, or you strongly have a belief of you really have to sleep. But sleep pattern will changes. It depends on your the state on that time. Some people need require short or long sleep. Yes, it brings me some kind of feeling of guilty if I don't sleep. Akiko, there are many people feel the same. I think when you are taking time short video, I shouldn't be daydreaming. But also, if you maybe it's a good idea for people who can't sleep. You can forgive yourself. That all could be a message from the universe. But could we hear more message about the sleep from the universe, please? Akiko? Okay. About sleep, right? Yes, but also about dream as well, Akiko. And sleep, both. Okay, got it. You are doing what you want very freely in your dreams, a lot more than what you think. In a free world, in your dream, you are moving around as you wish. You want to go, you go to places you want, do what you like to do, so you can experience the difference between this earth where you live with the limitations, etc. So you experience the difference more clearly. So when you are on the earth, you might feel that you are just a person and tend to be in the rules of the society. That's how you probably feel on the earth. However, we are very free beings. And actually, in a dream, we are doing whatever we want to do, knowing that you can admit yourself to be a very free being. sleep and dreams are also where you experience what you want to experience, and the length of sleep or what you want to see in a dream is what you decided. So it's something free. It's a completely free. It's like when you go back to your true self when you're in a dream. So when you sleep, you go back to your true self and do freely what you want. That's what the universe says. I see. So in this episode, we realized that actually sleeping and dreaming is actually a state of awakening. That was the opposite of what we normally think. All this time we talked about dream and sleep. I realized that we kind of have a blockage or set mind of we have to sleep, and also normally where we live is actually we're in a state of sleep. So what happened is this real life looks exciting. Maybe that's fine, because I tend to wish for dramatic events in my life, because that could be just a dream. So I'm sorry that I've been a little bit sleepy state, but I think we could discuss about sleep and dreams well in this state. All right. Now after this filming, we're going to India. Yes. So our next episode, we're gonna shoot this video. Probably we can show us in India. We'll be both in India. That would be so cool, Yoshi. Because it will take 1.5 days to go to India. It depends on India, but where I live is a very countryside. It's hard to get. I'm looking forward to it, Akiko. Thank you. So then the next episode will be like that. Okay, that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna say dewa dewa within a days. Okay, dewa dewa. Goodbye. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, alright. Was it okay like this, Akiko? Yes, it's good, Yoshi. It was funny, wasn't it? You're relaxed, Yoshi.